because this guy is going low, and I love it. He has a good dark voice. So, everybody, and welcome back to another Saturday Day. So a little bit of insight, because of the last video I did on Dan Vasc, I mentioned that the frequency might be getting a little less, so we might do fewer Dan Vasc reaction videos. The frequency might change. He will still have his Saturday Day, but it might not be every Saturday. So that's kind of what I hinted towards. It's very simple. You have to think about this. It's not something that I would want to do. I would want to react to the things that I love the most without having a care in the world what the algorithm of YouTube thinks. But the algorithm dislikes it if you do just one thing. Or it's not that they dislike it, but it's more or less that it only gets focused on that very small niche. Because let's face it, there's a lot of bands that gather a lot more views. And though I don't care, the algorithm does. So you have to think about that. Plus, I want to do more. Because I'm on a journey of musical exploration. Right? We're trying to grow a channel, discover more music, and eventually do some good with the channel. Right? So, to attach myself to a charity, for instance. And actually gather funds to help people. Not only with like joyful musical reactions, right? Because I know that helps certain people as well, and I absolutely love that, but you have to do more than only that. Okay, having said all this, feel free to DM me on Instagram or Discord or on my website or whatever you want to do. I will read those messages with your concerns, with the things that you want to tell me. By all means do that. But now I'm going to stop this rant, and I'm going to tell you of a song that has been highly requested that I don't think I know, because this guy doesn't know titles, so he just puts on a playlist and listens to music. So this song, the original, may have come past my ears, but I don't know the title. So I am going to react to a Shaman cover by Dan Vasc called Fairytale. It has been very highly requested. I tell you one thing, it has been a lot of requests. So we're going to do that right now and see what we think of it. Shall we? We shall. Off we go. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay, I think that may have been almost the fastest pause I've ever done. Very churchy. Listen to that again. Wow. Damn. So for those that haven't been around, I used to sing in a church choir. I know this. It's probably not going to stay this, but this is epic. You can hear the different parts that he's doing. You can hear the different vocal techniques. Actually, vocal sound. The sound is different when he's doing the bass. It's interesting. It's almost like it's actually 2 or 3 different people. So that's interesting. Love it. Absolutely love it. Very medieval. Very fantasy, if you will. Almost as if this should be played on a harpsichord. I think that's the English name, I'm not sure.
Fairy lady who stands on the wall. Life is short and way too long.
Ooh.
The stars are waiting with the
Love the dimmed lighting he has this time.
Fairy lady who stands on the walls, your tale has only been
Oh my god. What do you think? Did he record this in the morning to get that darker voice? I've heard that he does that sometimes when he has to do very low sections. I think this is in the morning because this guy is going low and I love it. He has a good dark voice. This. Yeah, I was hoping for this. Vocal fry, good. You see the vibrato? Look at his jaw. Wow. Remember that. Life is good. Okay, just, you know I love this guy. You know I think he has good technique. If you've been around, you know. If you haven't been, then I have good news for you. That's an awesome playlist. I think I did around 45 Dan Vasc related videos. So, you have a playlist. Have fun. The thing I was going to mention is his breath control again. My god. If you watch it, if you listen, like, watch back, alright? Should we just let's fucking just do it. We're gonna do it. We're going to go back, and I urge you. I'm hoping I'm in the right spot. I'm urging you to see how much he has to do in a single breath when he does those longer, extended notes. And you try it. I've been there. It's hard. Perfect spot. Okay, not the perfect spot, but good. All one breath still. There you go. That's good. To hold a steady note, strong throughout. Ah.
Life is good. Life is good.
Life is good. Oh. Different sound again. This song is all over the place. I love it, but in a good way. Very different from what I expected, by the way. Uh-oh. The passion within the music. The way we love Dan Vasc. Ooh. The expressions. Oh my god, dude! The tragedy. It's like anger, tragedy. Whoa! This is so good. Is this Victor? And back to the dark.
For your love to the skies was sent. He's turned into sparks that shine with a star. And by night he will always be there for his lady to stare, and thus he's never
A little lighter. Vibrato.
Hey my friends, that was one more re-recording of a note cover here on the channel. If you don't know, I already recorded this cover 6 years ago. I will link it on the description below. I've been working very hard on my singing since then. Hopefully you will find that there was some improvement. Hey, I have a question for you.
Ooh, should we check that?
Think hard about this one. Tell me one thing that you do today a lot better than 6-7 years ago. Let me know in the comment section below. My friends, I hope to see you next time. Meanwhile, here's a couple more videos for you to watch.
You'd like that, right? But I've seen them.
Day.
Thank you. I've seen those. Those are in that playlist I mentioned. My god. It's several things going through my head. So I didn't know the song, so I wasn't exactly sure where this was going, but it did have everything that I like. I like that, that grittier vocal, the vocal fry that he puts into a lot of his vocals. I really like it when he does that. I find it interesting to see him do the lower notes, because you can actually see that I think he has to strain a little bit more to get those darker notes out. You can hear that. But also when he switches from a darker lower note to a more bright note, you can hear that it becomes slightly more powerful, that it's easier to him, I think. I may be wrong, but that's the thing I'm hearing. But that having said all this, I really loved it. It's always interesting where your mind expects something and you have to sort of make a 180 because it's totally not the style that you were expecting. So it takes me a few seconds to make that swap, but when it's done, this is good. This is really good. I loved a little bit of like choir singing that I am very familiar hearing because of church. Not that I'm going to church. I'm not going to church anymore, but I used to sing in a church choir. My wife still does. I'm very familiar with that music and I absolutely love it, especially the more classical. I love that. So when he does that, I'm a happy guy. And he did. So I was a happy guy. Anything else specific? It's always interesting to see his facial expressions and the way he actually points stuff out. We're talking about, what was he talking about? The sky? Like or singing about the sky. There's a lyric within where he mentions the sky and he actually points up, like, sky. I love it when those little details, right? I see those and I think that's perfect because you know what you're singing, and that's sort of the message that I want to give. This guy knows what he is singing through and through. I love that. He's very familiar with every song that he does, so he can actually act it out, if you will. I'm not sure if everything he does is acting it out, but he feels it. He acts it out. He portrays the song as it should be done. I didn't know the song. I love it. It has very interesting characteristics, like we're going church to medieval to something else, like what is it, 90s 2000s metal-ish vibes that I got. Love it. It's fun. It's a nice mix of everything. And I think we're going to do a separate video. Maybe we'll do this in a live stream somewhere. Maybe on Twitch, maybe on YouTube. I have to figure this out. Where we compare the two. And let's see where he progressed. How would that be? Would that be fun? Maybe a video, maybe a live. I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's see what we do. Yeah, nothing really else to add. I thank you for being here. And, oh, wait, I do have something to add. Something that I really, really wanted to mention. At some point, this is important. So if you are still here, by all means, please stick around for a little bit. This is important. If you have been around, you will know that my cousin has committed suicide 3 months ago. This has sparked a few things on the channel. I want to do something with it, a campaign towards suicide prevention amongst men, children, because I've heard several stories about children as well, women, everybody, like suicide prevention, mental health awareness, if you will. Something has to happen, because in that video I have mentioned that if you, and in the comments I've mentioned this as well, if you suffer from anything, if you are thinking drastic thoughts, final solutions, if you will. That's a word I never thought I'd say on a channel, but very, yeah, you get what I mean, right? If you have these thoughts, I'm always here. Other people are here. If you just need to vent, if you need maybe a different perspective, I am here. By all means, let me know. Send me an email, shoot me a message on Instagram, whatever. You wouldn't be the first. I've had a chat with somebody this week, this very week, of somebody having thoughts of ending it. I've mailed, we've talked, and I think this person sees a different perspective now. I hope. I'm not sure. But what I want to tell you is that by all means talk, be it with me, but by all means seek professional help, right? You are loved. You really are. You may feel you're a burden. You may feel that the pain is something that you cannot bear. But you are loved. There's always people that love you. And life has a lot to offer. So by all means, if anything, if you take anything from this very video, take that. Not the band, the message. Yes? Good. And now, only one more thing to say. Viking out. Peace and an epic day.